A decision is expected Thursday in Metro Council member Anthony Piagentini's ethics trial. Piagentini is under scrutiny for accepting a $240,000 consulting deal with the Louisville Healthcare Council. It's the same organization that got $40 million in grants from the city's American Rescue Plan funds. But the Piagentini situation might not be the only questionable deal involving the Healthcare Council. It's also called CEOC. WDRB.com business reporter Chris Otts has been investigating this for us. He joins us now to share his findings. Chris, first, let's establish few people had heard of this Healthcare Council before all this controversy surrounding this huge grant. So what is this organization and who's behind it?
Well, it goes back to 2017, Scott, and that's when a group of healthcare companies, these are the biggest healthcare companies in Louisville, so Humana, Baptist, Norton Healthcare, they got together and formed this nonprofit. And the idea, it's an industry group. They're trying to advance the industry in Louisville.
Chris, you found that much of CEOC's spending benefits family members of CEOC's top leader. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so CEOC is run by Tammy York Day. And what we found is that two people very close to her have gotten business from CEOC. And so there is her sister, Tanya York Dees. She runs an events planning company, and in 2020 and 2021, the events planning company received $376,000 from CEOC. It's received more since then in 22 and 23. We just do not have those amounts yet. Then there's her ex-husband, Alex Day. He started a business called Connections, and the idea is that it connects entrepreneurs and funders, and they got at least $30,000 in 2021, and they continue to have a business relationship with CEOC.
So what does Tammy York Day say about this and whether it's above board?
Well, CEOC, originally they agreed to an interview and then they backed out of it, preferring to deal in writing. They say that they are following conflict of interest policies, that they have compliance protocols, is what they call it, set by their board, that there have been RFPs requesting many providers to come in and bid on their work. And it just so happens that of all the events companies, her sister's events company is the best qualified, and the same for her ex-husband's business Connection. Nonprofits are, in exchange for their tax exemption, supposed to avoid these types of insidery deals according to IRS rules and just custom practice. I talked with several experts about this.
And in many ways, an organization that's built on public trust really has an obligation to convince the public that there is no conflict of interest.
And Chris, what about the Metro Council? Did the members actually have any awareness of these potential conflicts? And will any of that $40 million in city money be going to family members of CEOC's top executive?
Well, CEOC told me flatly no, that none of these funds from the $40 million grant are going to be going to either of these businesses that have family ties. And when Metro Council decided that CEOC was the right steward of this big grant, none of these potential conflicts were discussed at the time. That's according to several Metro Council members that I've spoken to.
So it's hard to form a detailed opinion without really knowing what the story is, what the relationships are. Certainly, if true, it would be concerning.
Another thing Winkler told me is that depending on the outcome of this ethics trial involving Piagentini, some of that $40 million could potentially be rethought.
Thanks, Chris. I know you talked to more experts in your online story and also surface internal documents shedding light on these potential conflicts. You can read it all right now on our website, WDRB.com.